Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Gotlegs. It's been a while and currently we're in March and I thought it was time to do a ramp test and basically see where my FTP has gone over the last couple of months. I took a ramp test earlier this year and ended up doing 285 at my FTP. So let's see if we can do better today. Test done, not that much footage from it. I was kind of focused on giving it my all. Ended up with an FTP of 295, which is 10 watts better than beginning of January. Not really sure how I feel about it. I'd hoped for more. I've been trained pretty consistently the last 2.5 months using Trainerroad, and I'd hoped to have done more than only 10 watts, but that's the story so far, and I will be basically I'll be looking into whether or not I should take a break from the Trainerroad and then go back to some pretty simple workouts, really focusing on sweet spot, aerobic threshold and all that, going back to basic 20 minutes sweet spot intervals, 30 minutes sweet spot intervals, and just get that going. Because with the Trainerroad I've been doing quite a bit VO2 max and an aerobic capacity, and maybe it's just better for me to actually do the basic stuff, the below threshold stuff, to kind of push up my threshold. I'll have a think about that. And after the test I actually did a race, 22k on the London flat route, I think it's called. Ended up in second place, quite happy with that, and now it's just spinning the legs and getting this thing over. And cut to it being the next day. As I said in the last clip, I wasn't too satisfied with the progress I made in my FTP from the last 2.5 months of training. So was really thinking that I would take a pause or break from using Trainerroad as my training plan, and instead go back to pretty basic stuff like 2x20 sweet spot, all that stuff, all sweet spot FTP, those kind of intervals, basically to raise my FTP. Instead I looked into Trainerroad once again and modified my training plan. So instead of being overall ready for rolling races, I think I had the training plan set for, I changed it to a 40k time trial, meaning that my FTP is the primary target now. So this is actually the first training of me having that focus. It will be an endurance day, so not that much to show, but from now on, we'll do more threshold stuff. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I will be doing the first real threshold intervals, which seems hard, but we'll manage. But that's the plan for now, and then we'll do a reassessment in a month's time to see if my FTP has increased. And it's a new day today, and we'll begin the new journey of doing more FTP work, more workouts designed to elevate my FTP. So it is a Tuesday today, and the weather is actually looking pretty good outside. You can't see anything. There's no rain. There's a bit of clouds on the sky, but it'll alternate between being cloudy and sunny. So we'll do the workout outside instead of doing it in the pain cave today. Right now it's around 7 degrees outside, so not particularly warm, but definitely not cold as well. So Castelli Perfetto jacket or jersey will do fine for me today. Probably also bring like a vest just to be on the safe side. I had a lot of things done this weekend. So after I did the FTP test and all that, and I did some workouts, actually I changed my training plan, but instead of starting it from the day, I actually started a couple of days or a couple of weeks back. So I wanted to get like a 4-week training plan, but you can't do that in Trainerroad. At least I didn't know how to. So I had to set it back. And the thing was that because I then started in the middle of a training block, the workout was basically just too hard for my level at the time. So even though I was supposed to be able to do the workout, it was just too much of a load compared to where I was at the specific time. So change it. Now we're on a full 8-week, 10-week training plan. Focus on getting the FTP up and running. But after that, I decided to basically rearrange the pain cave a bit. So this down here was actually standing up in the corner instead. Now it's down. I have my shoes in the bottom. I have the bottles and all that. Kind of makes it a bit more airy, and I'm able to use the space a bit better. Another thing I did, and is completely new to me, is I hot waxed my chains. I bought the Silca something that's able to wax my chains, but before I got around to that, I started off by cleaning all the bikes. So they've all been cleaned pretty decently, not washed and anything, but the drivetrain has been cleaned and decontaminated from oils and all that. So pulley wheels, chain rings, the cassette also got a lighter scrub, and the chains that are already worn in a bit, I cleaned down. I had one chain or two chains that were actually just used with wax, drip-on wax, so they were quite easy to get ready. But the other two chains, I had to like use a bit harsher products to get those clean. But I got them clean. They're now already all on the bike. So this will be the indoor bike for now, the SL5 with a completely waxed chain. And then if we head in here instead, we got a lot of business. It's not exactly tidy in here, but we have the SL6, which will be ridden outside again in not that long a time. Not that long time. It needs to get some new tires on it. Completely waxed chain. And then we have the Elf bike, which will be my primary outdoor bike for now. Completely waxed chain. And for you that haven't done this before, this is basically the Silca setup. You heat it up to 75 degrees, drop in the chains with this little thing, and 10 minutes or so, hang them up and let them drip off, and then you're basically ready to go. I had 4 chains that I could get ready, so I have 2 for the Elf spikes, which are flat top chains, and given that they will be probably my most used bike, I would love to have a 3rd chain as well, and then alternate between the 3. And also when I need to have them re-waxed, it's just easier. You have 3 chains that will probably last me about a month with my riding, and then you'll just do the process once again, have them ready, and then put on. So it's pretty easy actually. So right now it's about time to get ready for the bike ride, and it'll be some sweet spot intervals today. My FTP is 295 currently, and the first interval I actually had to write this down. I'm going to use it on the Garmin head unit. It sends the data from Trainerroad to the Garmin head unit, which is very nice, but sometimes it's nice to have it in your head as well. So I'll be doing 4 10-minute intervals. The first one will be at 242 watts, the second at 260 watts, the third at 245 watts, and then the last one at 251 watts. So a nice sweet spot range, not too demanding, not too difficult, but probably get me going. So let's get the bikes ready and get in some kit. So the intervals are done now. Don't know how much you can pick up. It's quite windy today. And I did all right. I think I went a bit above what I was supposed to. Not by much, like a couple of watts. But although a good feeling. So now it's just about heading home and getting the legs up. And back from the ride. I ended up doing just over 2 hours, so pretty good. Yeah, a bit cold in the end, but it's all right. So thanks once again for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, watch the other videos, and until next time, bye.